Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Hi, Corey.
Hey, Corey.
How are you?
What's up, girlfriend? You feel okay?
We'll have some new coaches jump on. I don't know how many we're gonna have. I'm gonna record it just in case.
I don't know if Brooke is gonna be here at all.
Wait, one more minute, and then I'm gonna go. So I have a lot to talk about.
We're ready.
I know you need it, Stacy. I know how you be. Okay, there's no waiting room this time. This is fabulous. Okay, I am going to get started. I'm going to share my screen. Some slides for you guys. Here we go. Okay, let me get it in the present mode. I am Corey Abraham. I guess I should introduce myself. If you are new to our team, welcome. I am going to share my screen, as I said, and here we go. Okay. Can you guys see it? Just give me a nod. See the slides here. Perfect. Okay, so our business is simple. Really, it is. I think very often we like to overcomplicate it and we stop ourselves really from taking action, but it's a very simple business. And I am going to take you through how to get started, how to start making some income, how to start helping people right away. And so this is our Getting Started Right Success Starter call. First of all, these slides are available. If you click on this particular link, I can send it to, I can drop it in the chat. After the call, I'll drop it in the chat. But so basically, you don't need to write all this stuff down. So just read it. There are some typos I noticed too, but I did not have time to go back and fix them. So for next time, I will fix them. But for now, there's some typos. So just ignore. They drive me crazy. But you can access all these slides. You don't need to write it all down. But so tonight's agenda, I want to talk to you about how you can reduce distractions so you're more productive in the small amounts of pockets, the small amounts of time that you have, the pockets of time you probably have or that you're intending to use to work your business. The importance of the why. It's crucial to figure out why you're doing this. The importance of personal development. Where to start with that, where to find your Getting Started training videos in the back office, the 3 things you're going to do to help a new coach needs to do to help people very quickly, how to boost momentum for your business, what does it look like to help someone as a coach, and then you're going to have a little bit of homework. And you can download the PDF, like I said, at this link, and I'll post it in the comments or the chat in a little bit. So first things first, turn off notifications. That's a huge one. You will find so often in the beginning, we think like, oh, we're spending so much time, and you probably are, but what you're doing is getting distracted, and we try to multitask and it just doesn't work. So we're distracted with all the notifications and all of the things. So if you're on Facebook, go to the settings within Facebook, go to notifications and turn those suckers off, turn them off while you're working. So that's the very first thing I want to tell you is turn off notifications. If you are in a text thread, like I have a group of like 7 coaches who text constantly, and I have to mute it like when I'm working and things like that. Like I put it on airplane mode, my phone, and get it out of the way because it's very easy to get distracted. You do not have to spend a lot of time working this business if you are intentional with your time, and it's very hard to be focused and intentional when you have notifications going all over the place. So one of the most important things you can do in the beginning is really set hard boundaries, set work hours or pockets whenever you're going to do that, put them on your calendar, treat them just like you would a workout, like you schedule them and you don't miss them. And then while when you're working, you're working. When you're with your kids, you're with your kids. When you're with your husband, you're with your husband. And so it's really easy to let just be on your phone all the time and let it kind of roll over into time that you should be having in relationships or at work or you're like 9 to 5 or whatever. So it's really important to actually work when you're working, and then when you're not, put it away. Okay, so that is super important. Learn to turn off notifications. This is where there are a lot of typos, I noticed, but so just ignore. But yes, you can do it. Absolutely, you can. You have everything you need inside you already. So just know that right from the start. It's with a grandma. I know grandma and a moo who does this. If she can do it, you can do it. You name it. If there's a person, whatever your limiting belief is, fill in the blank. I know a person who's succeeding who has that same, whatever it is that you have, who is the same age, the same, has the same autoimmune issue, has the same, fill in the blank, has 85 kids and, homeschools. Whatever. Like there are people who are doing it, who are successful in the same situation. So you can. But you need the guide that I posted in Arete, your upline may have given it to you, but if not, you can just go to Arete and print it out. It's, I think 19 pages-ish. Print it out. It talks about your why. You need to go take some time and write out why your fuel basically for working this business. Why are you doing it? Is it for your kids? Is it because you want you love to take your family on a vacation? I have a picture here. This was actually from a Beachbody trip. We were in Cayman and with the stingrays. And maybe that's it for you. It's like to travel without having to rely on money that you don't have, or trying to figure out what to cut so you can do that. Maybe it is paying for your kids to go to a particular school, or maybe it's for retirement, or maybe it's fill in the blank. Only you know what really drives you in this business. Your why cannot be to help people. That's our job. That's not your why. That's your job. So your why has to be something that you're working for. What is going to get you to show up every single day, even when you don't want to, just like in a workout, until you have the discipline of showing up. Something has to fuel you. You have to be able to turn it on and go, you know what, I don't feel like it today, but I'm going to do it anyway. And so if you really tune into that, that motivation, your why, then you will get up every single day because maybe your kids are relying on you, or whatever that reason is for you. It needs to be, you need to think about it daily. You need to write it down. So print that out. If you haven't printed out that Success Starter guide, write it out. And it's got to be aligned with your values. So if it's like a fancy purse or whatever, and it's not that really it's not a big deal to you whether you carry that purse, that's not going to get you up in the mornings. So that's maybe not, purses aren't my thing. So that's not really aligned with my values. So make sure that whatever it is with your values. And then talk to your spouse, talk to your family about it, about why you want to do this. So they support you and they know what exactly it is that you're doing. And how this will ultimately improve life for you and for them. And so I think that it's much easier if you just have that communication with them and talk to them about why it's important to you, and make it a family business and a family goal, even though they're not inviting or doing whatever. They might not be doing any of the programs, but it's important for them to know why it's important to you. I'm doing this so we can all go to the beach next year, or whatever it is. Talk to your family about it. Okay, word on development. This is huge. I could talk about personal development all day, every day. It's my jam. And I was one of those people, probably like many of you, who didn't think I needed personal development because I thought I was educated enough and just wasn't important. Whatever it is. As you may have already heard, this is a personal development plan with a compensation plan, a program with a compensation plan attached to it. So you only grow as much, like your income's only going to grow as much as you grow as a person, as a leader. And that is really cool. I think that so much of what we do is tied to how we grow as a person. With any job, I think we need training. Like I can't think of a job out there that you can just go in and start without, maybe you don't need a degree, but you probably need some kind of training before you actually know what to do. Even if you're working a cash register, you're going to need to figure out how to do that. So ours is the same. You have to have personal development to learn our business. You're not expected to know it when you start. None of us knows anything about social media when we start. None of us knows how to build a business because for the most part, we haven't done that. And so even if you have a background in marketing or whatever, none of us really has done anything too similar. And so you have to learn. So put the ego aside and be okay with knowing that you need to learn it. And so you can always read, like I love to read like a devotional book and something like that, but I also always have something related to the business that I'm reading. So to learn the business. Built to Last is a great one to read, but definitely be reading, whether it's a podcast that works, or Audible, listening to books on Audible, or actually reading. I'm an old school. I like to turn the pages and read because I take a bajillion notes and like to come back to it a million times and all of that. So, but it's important to just start. And Built to Last is a great one to learn about our particular business model. The author is a legacy member who's made millions in Beachbody. So anyway, he knows what he's talking about, and it's a really good one. Use the team page for questions. You are always welcome to ask your upline, of course, or me, but we're not always readily available. So the team page is there. There's a search, a little magnifying glass. You can click on it because your questions have probably been asked before, but don't ever feel like it's a dumb question. Just ask on the team page. Somebody will jump in and answer, I promise. And that way you don't have to wait on your upline or for me or for someone else, but don't feel like it's a dumb question because it's not at all. Be professional. I highly recommend when you sign up that you create a Gmail account that is specific for our business. So that way everything related to the business goes to that email. And from that email, it's easy to keep track of conversations that way instead of having to flip through a million other things that you might receive emails about. It just keeps everything together and it keeps you very professional. So definitely create that if you have not done that. Schedule office hours. Like I said, I had to get a babysitter. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I'm a mom full-time. And I had to hire a babysitter for a couple hours a week to get anything done because I was with my kid 24/7 and I'm still with them pretty much all the time. So now they go to school for a couple hours a day. So that's enough. So I don't have to hire a babysitter, but if that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do. It's totally worth it. And you have to think about it like investing. You have to invest money to make money. I invested in a babysitter for a few hours a week and I definitely made that money back. So, and then some. So, you can look at where you'll be down the road. And as long as you're working your business intentionally during that time that you hire a sitter, it was just for like 2 hours twice a week in the beginning. And so that's all I needed. But I just needed that focused time. And I went to Starbucks because my kids stayed at home and I couldn't even work at the same place that he was because he just wanted mommy if I was there. So sometimes you have to get a little bit creative. Maybe you have Power Pockets, whatever it is, but schedule it. It's really, really important to be intentional there. Okay, there's some more typos here. The period should go inside the quotation marks and that's gonna drive me crazy. But anyway, no one wants fitness Barbie, okay? No one does. So don't think, oh, I'm not fit enough or I'm not this or that. Nobody relates to that, okay? Nobody relates to that. They relate to our imperfections. They relate to our weaknesses and our quirks and things like that. So don't be afraid to just share the real. And people really, I think right now more than ever, are craving authenticity and realness. So just share you. Don't feel like you have to look a certain way for people to join you. You don't. You just need to be on your journey. And also, okay, so in the online office, if you go to training, it's a little bit blurry here, but if you go to the training tab, you'll see getting started is the very first thing. If you have not looked at those videos, go through those first 4 videos. And then that's actually in that packet that you received also. But go through those and you'll just see how simple it really is. Like I've said before, we just tend to overcomplicate it. I'm going to tell you 3 steps. This is really the key to getting started, getting your business going, what you can teach your coaches immediately. Even if you have a brand new coach and you're like, I don't know what to do with a brand new coach. I'm a brand new coach. I don't know what I'm doing. This is it. This is as simple as it can possibly get. You do the stuff. So your job is your journey. First and foremost, your job is your journey. So you choose a program. I don't care what it is, whatever your fitness level is. You talk to your upline about that, but choose a program. You don't have to wait and start on a certain day a month from now. Start as soon as you get your stuff in, you can start. If it's a Wednesday, you can start. Start on your journey. You push play. So our vital behaviors, which you probably already heard a little bit about, you push play, you got your results. Your job is your journey. You drink your shake, you follow the meal plan, you read personal development every single day, whether it's 10 pages or 15 pages or something in that range, and you check in with your challenge group every day. That's it. That is your job. So your job is your journey. Absolutely 100%. First and foremost, your job is your journey. The second thing, and you can see BOD here, you invite people, announce the program you're doing, and you invite people to do it with you. And this, guys, it doesn't have to be fancy or overdone. It needs to be a picture of you with good lighting. So like it can be get in front of a window where there's some natural light, get outside, but just you with good lighting. That's literally what the picture has to be. But your energy is contagious. So as soon as you're ready to go, throw up a post. I'm starting a 3-week program. Just gonna own the fact that I ate my way through quarantine and I really need to clean it up a little bit. Anybody want to do this with me? That's it. Like, don't overthink it. It really is that simple. Announce what you're doing. Just throw up that post, good lighting with a picture, and announce what you're doing. You're basically asking people, do you want to work out with me? I'm going to work out. Do you want to work out with me? Or would you like to get healthy with me? It's just a simple question to invite others to do exactly what you're doing already. It's not like there's no tricky social media, anything that you need to know. It's literally just, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm starting. Throw it up there. And then the next 3 weeks, if this is a 3-week program that you're doing, you're going to share about that. You're going to share about it in your stories. You're going to share, and stories are so great for that. You can share some of your, like how you feel about the workout. You can share workout clips if you want to. You can just talk about, how you felt, or if you didn't feel a lot of motivation, but you're doing it anyway, and talk about your shake and how you feel as you drink it. Like you're just chronicling your journey and your stories. And sometimes you can do it on, as a post, but mostly in your stories. And then, so they can see it's the proof that you're actually doing the work. And then when you get results, you throw another post up there, and your goal is to help the people who say yes, say they're interested, they want to work out with you. So you help them. So you do the stuff, which is basically your vital behaviors. You invite other people to join you, and then you help the people who say yes. That's literally what we do. And so what does it mean to help the people who say yes? So, and what does that look like? People are on social media to be social, right? You have permission. All the people who liked that post of you, the picture of you with the good lighting, all the people who liked it, all the people who commented, you have permission to contact and connect with them. Write something very simple like this. Hey, Susan, thanks for noticing my post about cleaning up my habits and doing a 3-week program. Thought I would just connect and see how you're doing, how things are going in your world. Would you like to work out with me? That simple. They liked or commented on your post. You reach out. You have permission now to connect with them. So you can, it's just really, really simple when you do that. And then this is kind of a little more about what it would look like. You're going to help the people who are interested. So if they are interested, then you can respond. Thanks for noticing my post. I can't even believe that all of this is possible with 30-minute workouts. This would be like after you've done a week or so. I can't even believe it's possible with 30-minute workouts. I'm having so much fun. Would you like to do it with me? And then they're like, what are you doing exactly? And then you can tell them all the details. Are you struggling with something? And then just talk, be a person and find out more information. Let them share. This is going to be perfect. What's your email? I'm going to send you a link with exactly the same package I got. Boom, done. That's it. Okay. Keep it really simple. And what does it mean to help people? I think new coaches sometimes are afraid when they're like, I don't know how to help anybody. I'm brand new. I don't even know what that means. What does that look like? Okay. It looks like setting up a schedule for them. Like, when are they going to work out? Figure that out. When are they going to work out when are they going to find time in their day to work out? What other products might they need to get the results that they want? Or where are they struggling? Where they benefit from Energize? Maybe they need recover if they're really sore, if their muscles are sore. You talk to them about that. You basically are just helping them get results with the program that you guys chose together. So maybe you need to send them some Shakeology recipes and make sure that they make it correctly. That's what it means to help someone. You help someone get into that workout routine and get results. You're not doing the work for them, but you can just check in on them and make sure that they have what they need for the program that they're doing. And then so you share your journey, then you share. So when you start, you share that. You share your results when you're done with those 3 weeks or however long your program is. And maybe like a halfway point. If you're doing a 9-week program, then you might want to share, like, you don't want to wait until after 9 weeks to share. You want to share in the middle as well. And then at the end. And then you would just basically, this is kind of the Mad Lib, the format, right? I made a decision however many weeks or days or months ago. At the time, I felt frustrated. I felt self-conscious. I felt disappointed in myself, whatever it is. So I decided to do this 3-week program. So I decided to clean up my eating. So I just, whatever, fill in the blank. I'm so happy I did this. I feel blank. I'd love for you to do this with me. And you can see the progress photos here. You don't want them to be far away and you don't want them to be dark. It's much better when they're closer up and when the lighting is great. But you're basically just helping somebody get results. You get results yourself, and then you help somebody else get results. And this is Joy, my friend Joy. This is what hers would look like. I made a decision 3 weeks ago. The Mad Lib I just showed you where we filled in the blank. If you went back, this is what hers would look like. I made a decision 3 weeks ago. It was time for me to stop snacking all day during quarantine and get a routine going again. My gym shoes were mocking me in the corner of my room. At the time, I felt frustrated by weight gain and worried about an upcoming anniversary trip that I really wanted to look and feel my best for. So I decided to do 30-minute daily workouts for 3 weeks and swap out my breakfast for a healthy smoothie. I'm so happy I did this. I feel amazing and I'm super proud of myself. I'm down a full size in 3 weeks and heading off to my anniversary trip feeling better than ever. I'd love for you to do this with me. Do you see how just filling in the blanks, so it's really simple to do, and that's literally all we're doing. And then this is what I was just talking about, what it looks like to help someone else. If you're helping a customer, you help them with their workout routine and help them get results, connect them to your group or your uplines group if you don't have a group. And you certainly don't have to have a group yet. But you can certainly connect them with your uplines group or my group if your upline doesn't run a group. And then if you're helping a coach, the only thing that's different is they're going to be sharing on social media just like you are now. So that's literally the only difference. Their job is still their journey. They just start sharing on social in the same way you are. You can share this exact format with them and they're sharing the same thing. So pretty simple, right? Yeah? Yes? Anybody paying attention? Okay, so just don't forget, your job is your journey. So you want to do your workout, start right away, drink your shake, share your workouts and your shakes on your stories, invite others who notice. It's literally that simple. You want to post as soon as you get it, and then send a message to anybody who likes it or comments. Thanks for noticing my post. You want to tell them what you're doing and why you're doing it. So that's the most important thing is the why. Why did you decide to do this? And that's what people relate to. They relate to that before. They relate to the why you decided to do something because that's probably where they are, because maybe they're in that pit. Maybe they are not feeling great about themselves and the choices they've made. Obviously that's why they commented on your post or liked your post, more than likely, unless maybe they were just supporting you, which is totally cool too. And they'll tell you that. And then in that case, you would just say, well, thank you so much for the support. That's not a bad thing. We always want people to support our journey. But just lead with your fear and put it out there. It's not going to, it's really simple just to say, who wants to do this with me? Who wants to work out with me? And so you're going to announce your homework, if you have not already, is to announce your program or your transformation post by Thursday. We recommend somewhere between 7 and 9. That's kind of the sweet spot. So today's Tuesday. So you have 2 days to figure out to announce what program you're going to do if you're brand new, or kind of where you are results wise if you've been doing it for a little bit, your transformation post. But in the evening, when people are actually at their computer and or on their phone and they can actually take action, right? If it's during the day, they might see your posts, but they're probably not in a place where they could message you or ask questions or anything like that. So that's why we usually do it at night. And then you want to invite anyone who notices the post with a like or comment, and then use the share cart for the same package that you got. And then there's a training video here that's clickable in the PDF, and that's just a share cart training. And then watch the 4 short, they're very short, like 2-ish minutes each, 3 maybe, videos, the first videos in the Get Started training in your online office. And then you can set up your first BOD group by Sunday. And now I don't want this to be like scary or anything like that. It's a placeholder. And I talked about this in the PDF handout that I posted in Arete that you probably already have. Basically, you're just creating a group so you have a place to put people when you're ready to start it. It's a requirement now for several things from corporate. And so just to have one, so it's just a good idea to go ahead and create one. You don't need to be posting content in it or anything like that, but just to have one set up so you can see how easy it is. And then you're going to follow up with your sponsor coach when you have finished this homework for your next mentoring call. And that is it. I thought I was going to go long, but I did not. So yay me. I tend to be a little verbose, so I'm happy that I did not. But there's so much more that we could get into, but I think that the most important thing to learn when you start coaching is how important it is just to take action. So just to focus on your own journey and treat it like it's your job, get results, and then share them. And that's it. And it doesn't have to be like a blog post or like something that's incredibly well written and publishable or anything like that. Like it just needs to be you being you and sharing your journey. Why did you decide to do this? And does anybody who wants to work out with me? Does anybody want to work out with me? That's it. Simple. And I think that you'll find out that it's a really easy process to teach your new coaches too. And with your new coaches, the only difference literally is that they're also going to be sharing in the same way. So, and if we can also, if you are signing up customers, I can help you figure out which of those customers, or I'm sure your upline could also, but which of those based on your conversations with them would make good coaches or people who might want to sign up as coaches instead of customers. So we can certainly help you with that as well. But okay, are there any questions before I think there's one more slide. Oh, here we go. Pick a program, announce the program you're doing and why, invite those who notice. This is basically just reiterating what I already said. Continue posting about your program and your progress, and then watch those videos. All right, no questions? Everybody's good?
I have a question. Will we be able to see this again? Because
Yes,
some of it went so fast.
Let me, hold on, let me stop sharing my screen. And I am going to, Canva wants me to rate my experience right now. Yes, let me grab it from, where did I put that? Yeah, hold on, let me grab that one. I'll post it in the chat. Do this all over the place. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me stop my screen share and go to the chat and post that there. Okay. If you go there, you will you'll see the PDF and it's clickable, so you can grab the slides. You can watch the video for share cart, and also I guess those are the only 2 links in there. But anyway, it's all there. Any other questions?
Corey, I have a question.
Yes.
This is Christy. This is okay, say you were signing someone up. I think the hump that I have the problem I have is when we get to the part where they want to be a preferred customer. They said that they don't want to be a coach, but then we get to the part of the Social Security. How do you present that to them without it making it be a big deal?
Okay, well, a couple things. So in May of this year, we're actually going to have a preferred customer program where they're not going to have to enter that if they don't want to anymore.
Good.
So that's to look down the road. We'll have that. So that's kind of to look forward to. But right now, I always just explain because they have the same opportunity to make money. If they want to, should people be watching them and decide that they want to join them based on their results or whatever, then it's just a requirement for taxes. You know, if somebody's watching them and wants to join them, then they're going to get paid for that. And so if they're paid, then they have to have that tax ID number or the Social Security number or tax ID number, either one. But yeah, so
you make it sound easier than whenever you get to that point with someone.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I've never really had anybody have too much to say about it. I mean, I just say very possible that you'll make money doing this. When you get results, people are going to want to know what you're doing and you're going to get paid for that. So when you do, you have to report that to the IRS. I mean, it's not going to be a lot necessarily, but you have to report any earnings. And so that's why it's required. But I think too, sometimes people will get freaked out and be like, oh, I don't want it to mess up. Like, they think they're going to make a ton of money. And I'm like, no, you have to actually work to make, the money's not just going to flow in. Like, you actually have to work for that. And so there's no need to worry about it. But should you ever decide to do this as a business, then they need that because you have the same opportunity to make money, whether you're a preferred customer or a coach. And so because you have that opportunity, then they have to get your Social Security number. As it is right now. But in May, down the pipe, it's coming that they won't have to do that.
That's good. Okay, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to jump off because Susan's going to start right now. So you guys jump on the team call if you can make it. Thanks, guys.